have TikTok over here. I got YouTube over here. Welcome. Welcome, both of you. When you're jumping on again, let me know where you're watching from. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments and where you're watching from. I love the fact that YouTube allows us to watch the replay, right? Hey, blessings, my friend. How are you? California in the house. I love it. So today, what are we talking about? Today, we're talking about a beginner-friendly way to launch and grow an online business. That's what we're going to talk about today. Virginia in the house, Tennessee in the house. Welcome. Michigan, love it. Alabama, I love it. You guys, think about it. We're hanging out together in our own environments. And we can hang out with people all over the world. That is what I absolutely love. UK in the house, welcome. Over here on YouTube, I have Texas, Louisiana. We have Willie from Ohio in the house. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Hello, Georgia. I love it. So this is what we're going to talk about today, right? So you guys screenshot this, okay? Screenshot it because you're going to want to come back to it later. Today, we're going to talk about these 3 components that you need to go here to build a wildly successful business, okay? And this is what channels the income. These systems is what channels the income, okay? And this is what we're going to talk about today. Hello, Tennessee, welcome. Canada, welcome. So happy you're here. Netherlands, awesome. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. WV, West Virginia in the house. I love it. Love your guys' energy today, by the way. Let's go, right? So what is this? Here's what's exciting, okay? These are things that you already have. This is what I love, right? So to be able to build this, by the way, this is beginner friendly. So I want you guys to think about today how you can launch a business. Can you step back a bit so I can screenshot it? Yes, my friend. Let me step back. So these are, and I'm gonna put the things in it so it's gonna help you as well. But here's what I love. These 2 you guys already have. Well, actually, you have all 3. No, you actually, everybody has all 3. That's what's exciting, right? So let's just write them down here. Phone, okay, social media, okay, media, and internet, okay, traffic. Okay, phone, social media, and internet. Now screenshot that. This is the traffic. This is how you grow your business, okay? Let me share with you why that is so important. Okay, here's why that is important. You guys, it doesn't matter what you are selling if you don't have traffic, if you don't have a way of getting traffic. See, you can bother friends and family, you can DM people, but how much money can you actually make doing that? You're going to have a hard time making $10,000 a month doing that, right? Because that list always dries up. And then you have those awkward conversations, right? So I'm going to show you today how a beginner-friendly way, no following needed. Okay, no following needed, no tech skills needed. I launched my online business on September 10th of 2022. And you guys, I had a lot of limiting beliefs. I had a lot of stinking thinking, right? Because I was trying to have success in network marketing and I was failing miserably at it. Because I was DMing people. I would go for no. I would literally build a business going for now. Yeah. I would literally, yeah. And and I think your friends say, yeah, I'll buy from you. That's their way of trying to get you to leave them alone, right? And so this was the most freeing thing I've ever done, by the way. Freeing. I've built a multi-million-dollar business, digital marketing business. I've never heard the word no. I've never had to bother a friend and family. Matter of fact, it's funny when people discover what I'm doing and they're like, how long have you been doing this? Why didn't you ever share it with me? And I'm like, oh, I don't got to build a business that way. I do it through attraction marketing. You guys, it is fun when you don't have to depend on people you know to buy from you. It's a blast. Matter of fact, I will never forget. So I launched my business on September 10th. And I was terrified. I was terrified of going on TikTok and creating short form videos. I thought I was way too old for TikTok. And I was terrified. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I was terrified because I didn't know what I didn't know. But all I did know is I wanted my life to be different. I wanted more time with my children. I wanted more income. And I was failing miserably at both of them. So I know that if I kept on doing the same thing, I was going to continue to get the same result. I needed to make a change, right? That's when I discovered this blueprint. Now, here's what I loved about it. To me, it was a breath of fresh air because it was 5 minutes, take action. 8 minutes, take action. It was easy to follow and implement. And it had a learning and earning strategy. So I could learn and earn at the same time. Here's something I loved. I can make 100% profit. Now, I'm from the network marketing area, right? That we don't make 100% profit in network marketing. We make a small percent and we got to share our profits with other people. So I would do all the work to make companies richer, right? And I'll tell you what, no matter the percent you make, it's the exact same amount of energy to get one customer. So doesn't it make sense if you're going to put the energy in that you make all the money, right? It just made sense to me. I didn't know a business strategy like this out there existed, okay? And so I launched my business on September 10th, brand new to the digital marketing space. I literally followed it step by step. And in 2 days, I had an automated system out there working for me, okay, in 2 days. And I literally used my phone and social media, okay, and I started generating exposure. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it because everybody listening to me today can do exactly what I did. And I started generating exposure. And I had my first $300 sale come in on the 13th, 3 days after launching my business. And I was like, holy crap. A complete stranger just bought for me. I was so excited. I was jumping around because that had never happened in my journey of making money from home. Never. It always had to be people that I had to reach out to. The fact that I was with my granddaughter and a customer came in was the coolest thing ever. Then the next day, 2 customers came in. I was like, what? Then the next day, 1 other, all from the internet. All because of this. And this is what I want to share with you today, because there is nothing that I have done that you can't do, my friend. I took this strategy and I made 7,000 my first month. I took this strategy and made 14,000 my second month. I made $21,000 off the TikTok platform before I had 1,000 followers. It's not about the followers. It's not about your brand. It's literally about implementation. Yes. And I'm going to break that down for you today. Welcome, everybody. My live is glitchy. Ha, interesting. So we do have really bad weather right now. So are you hearing me okay on YouTube? Yes, hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because we have a bad storm coming in. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm just getting caught up on comments, right? Bad connection. I'm sorry, you guys. Dang it. I don't know. Is it better now? Yes or no? Yes or yes? Put a yes if it's better now, if my connection is better now. Yes. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's go. So here's what I loved about it. Because I already had a phone. I was already spending time on social media, and I was already on the internet. So I could literally take things I already had. Yeah, bad weather maybe. Yeah. So I could take things I already had and use that as an income stream. So all of you right now are listening to me on social media. So you already consume time on social media. Let me ask you a question, my friend. Would you take 1 hour a day? 1 hour a day could be 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here. Would you take 1 hour a day and create converting content that turned to daily pay? Would you do that 1 hour a day? Yes or yes? Put in the chat. Let me know. 1 hour a day to learn to create converting content that turned to daily paying customers. When I discovered that I could take just 1 hour a day and turn that into an income stream, yeah, yes, for sure. I was like, yes. I was willing to figure out what I had to do in that hour a day. Because here's the secret sauce. This is a part I couldn't understand. Because when I was doing network marketing, if I would spend an hour on social media, then I had to spend another 5 hours chatting back and forth in comments, chatting back and forth with people, or getting on the phone with people, or texting people back and forth, right? So what happens here in today's digital space, this is what I learned in the blueprint. And if you guys want to get access to the my free 10K and 30-day PDF, because I actually break it down for you, it's right here, dailypaybusiness.com. Go get it, check it out. Okay, get it. It's a free PDF, check it out. So I would spend 1 hour a day on social media, which drew traffic to here. Okay, which drew traffic to here. They put their email in and it immediately took them to a video. Some people would buy from that. Some would go right here, and inside of here was another video. Okay? That could go to customers. So let me show you what it looks like. And don't overcomplicate this. This is not complicating at all. It's pre-built and ready to go for you. That's how I can launch a business in 2 days, be ready to go. That's how I got customers in 3 days, because I didn't have to do a lot of busy work or understanding. I just implemented, and I'm going to share with you the exact strategy I did. Okay, so this is it. Hey, hello, my friend. This is it. So this is that page. So all I do is post on social media and drive traffic to this. This is an automated system. Great to see you, my friend. This is an automated system. So automations means you no longer have to trade time for dollars. That means you, my friend, can generate an income without you having to do any work, because this is working for you 24/7. So somebody puts their email in and immediately takes them here to this. And here they can watch this video. If they love it, they click right here and they can buy. If they still have questions, they can check their email. And in their, and in their email is this video. Okay, is this video. But at any time, they can go here and buy. So all I had to do was show up and create 3 pieces of content a day. 3 a day can turn into daily pay. Remember that. 3 a day can turn into daily pay. 3 a day can turn into daily pay. Like I was like, I could put my big girl pants on and create 3 pieces of content a day to turn it into daily pay. And that's exactly what I did. That is how I grew my business to 6 figures in 6 months. Because here's the secret sauce. And you guys, you can go back to my old content and you can see this. If you want to scroll through my YouTube channel or my TikTok, you can see this. So on average, when I first launched my business, when I started tracking between this page and this page and this page, 1 out of 17 were buying from me. Can you guys imagine launching a business today and you knew exactly how many people needed to put their email in for you to get a customer? Just like you at your job. You know how many hours, you know how much you get paid an hour. So you know how many hours you need to work to make this kind of money. Well, what I learned through understanding my data, if 17 people put an email in between this and this, they were buying. And you can see my content, 1 out of 17 are buying from me. Then the next month, it was 1 out of 13. December of 2022, it was 1 out of 10. I still average about 1 out of 10 buying from me. Okay, so I base my numbers off that. So I know if 10 people a day put their email in, I'm going to get a customer. You guys, that's freedom on a different level. Since the end of October of 2022, I have not gone 1 day without at least 1 customer. Everybody on the entire planet should experience that. The fact that you can be vacationing, you can be doing the things that you love or have to do or need to do or sleeping. And you know, just because you woke up that day, you will get a customer that day. How would that feel? Let me know. What is 1 word you can describe if you could attract a daily paying customer? Give me 1 word of how that would feel for you. To me, it was freedom. Right? It was freedom. And it was freedom of finances. It was freedom of time, because I wasn't having to do anything for that. Yes, freedom. And that's what I want for you in 2025. I want to help you have freedom. There's so many different ways to get it. But you guys, the best thing you can do is automate your business. So what I did is I purchased the blueprint and I literally went to the getting started and I followed it. In 2 days, I had a fully automated business out there working for me. And it's been generating me a consistent customer base since October of 2022. Is that not wild? It's 2025. So yeah, it has given my family freedom. This is such a beginner friendly. I went from struggling. I went from trading time for dollars. I went from having to bother friends and family to no more DMing, no more bothering friends and family, and no more hearing the word no. This gives you a fully rejection-free business. Yes, freedom is right. It is freedom. But here's the thing. Because it is freedom, but it also helps you build a legacy and completely design your life. Because, my friend, you build what's called an email list. And in this email list, if you have the right mentor, they teach you how to add income streams through your email. So let me explain. Okay, I'm going to simplify this for you. So I just would show up and create 3 pieces of content a day on social media. I knew my message to my perfect customer. And I started building an email list. And about 1 out of 10 were buying from me. Now, on average, inside my community, it's about 1 out of 20. Okay, 1 out of 20 are buying from them. So do you guys realize, are you ready for me to rock your world right now? Do you guys realize if you're like my number 1 selling product is 900. So let's just use easy math. And let's say your number 1 selling product is 900. All you need to make 10,000 a month is 12 customers, right? Because watch this, actually 11, but let me see. 12 customers is 10,800 a month. Just 12. Okay, you guys. There's 68% of the world. 68% of the world is either on their internet or on social media. 68%. That's over 5.5 billion people are on the World Wide Web. And all you need is 12. 12 to discover you. And you're a 6-figure income earner in 2025. That's it. Just 12. We make this business so hard, right? So what I learned is I would be building my email list, right? And I made 7,000 my first month with this strategy because you make 100% profit. So when I get a $900 customer, I don't have to share those profits with anybody. They went directly into my bank account. And then I noticed after about, I think it was month 5, and I was like, man, there's a lot of people on my email list. And I literally thought to myself, how can I, hey, Andy, thanks for following me, my friend. How can I serve them better and this was in 2023. So I started just asking my email list questions. And I found a lot of them, the biggest issue was time. So I found affiliate avenues that could save them time in posting, save them time in other things. And then I found another one was they didn't want any monthly expenses. This is what I love about this system because it's free. I built my business to 6 figures without any monthly expenses. And so what I did, and through my email list, I started introducing them to other solutions to help them with their problems, which added additional income streams for me. So I was able to generate in 2023 over 10,000 a month in just reoccurring income through my email list. So not spending more time. And you know what's wild? ChatGPT created those emails for me. And I love it. Legacy from the Netherlands. Awesome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And that's it, right? And so, hey, thanks for following me. I like your name, Hero. So cool. So positive, right? We need more heroes in our life, right? And you guys need to be somebody's hero, right? Like, you know how fulfilling life is when you can be somebody's hero, right? So this is it. This is a strategy. So let me do the math. If 1 out of 20 are buying, right? if 1 out of 20 are buying, all you would need is 10 emails a day. Just 10. Just 10 emails a day. 10 emails a day can turn into 10K months. So then all we have to focus on is creating content, right? Now, I got to share something with you. See how I see the internet? Watch this. Free ads. Free ads. So, ChatGPT is my friend now that I understand it. I know, yes. Hey, Ron, how are you today, my friend? Yes, ChatGPT is amazing, yes. So, I got to share this with you guys because this is huge. So, when I launched my business, I used social media, but there was a free ad strategy. Do you guys realize you can post free ads to high traffic websites for free? So I would spend 30 minutes a day posting free ads. So 1 hour a day on social media, which drove traffic back here, and 30 minutes a day on free ads, which drove traffic back to here. That was my income earning activity days. I would be done working at 11:15 in the morning. Then I could spend the rest of the day with my little Peanut, my granddaughter. That is how I built my entire business to 6 figures in 6 months. You guys are making business way too hard. I can promise you're making business way too hard. This is knowing the data is everything. So here's the cool part. So I spent 30 minutes a day and I would post free ads. I understand the power of video, right? I understand the power of video. For example, YouTube is the second largest search engine. So I was like, I better put a YouTube video in it because people go to YouTube. So my free ad was just some bullet points. And then I put a YouTube video in it. And underneath the YouTube video, for more information, go here. And all of a sudden, you guys, 90 days later, I realized it grew my YouTube channel to like 856. And I almost had the hours needed to be monetized. Fast forward to today, 2 years later, I have over 24,000 followers on YouTube and I monetize on YouTube. I make money from YouTube now, all because of this free ad strategy, because it pushed traffic back to my automated system. I'm telling you guys, you make business way too hard. Yeah, you are welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we make business. Hey, Lori, thanks for following me, my friend. Can we use a testimonial? What do you mean, can we use a testimonial? What do you mean by that? Oh, I'm glad you love this. What do you mean by can we use a testimonial? Inside my community, I have a community. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Oh, I think I do. Oh my gosh, hold on. Shoot. Well, I thought I could pull it up here, but I can't. Okay. We have a community of over 47,000 people, and we have a whole wins section inside our community that shows the wins that people have. And so if you're inside my community, absolutely you can use them. Yeah. Oh, post testimonials and free ads? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really great idea. Yeah. Absolutely, my friend. Good thinking, by the way. Very good thinking, by the way. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys. So, oh wait, that's not my community. Let me go. So this is what our community looks like that you get to be part of that they're asking about right now. By the way, hold on. I'm trying to get there. Okay, so this is what our community looks like, right? So when you go to the wins section, right, you can see and you can use any of these testimonials. Like, look at this. Ding, 1,800 in 2 days. He is from Philippines, by the way. He's made 1,800 in 2 days. Okay. Let me see. Multiple wins. Woke up to my first day of the new year and made $900. Woohoo! I love this. Woke up to another $900 day. made a sell at the beach in Jamaica. I love that. 2,300 in 3 days. So we have all these testimonials that are happening inside my community. So yeah, you can definitely screenshot and use any of them. Yeah, because it's their story, right? It's their experience, what's happening in their business from implementing the strategies in the blueprint, because it shows how the blueprint works. Yeah. It has grown since I joined, which was at 43K. Yeah. So it's interesting. A month ago, I was getting ready to head to train, and my community is at 45,000, and not even quite a month ago. And yeah, now, it's amazing how quick it's growing, because the process works, you guys. This process does work. Um, okay, somebody said it's very difficult this side of South Africa. That is a limiting belief. And as long as you have that limiting belief, you're right. So for example, if my child went out for basketball and they said, Mom, it's difficult. I mean, it's difficult with my size. They're going to be right. But if I trained my son leadership and I said, why don't you see what you're capable of? And if I eliminated that limiting belief, he's going to show up as a completely different version. Because here's what's interesting to me. We have people in South Africa say it's a difficulty, but then I have 15 self-made millionaires in South Africa Rand. They're all in South Africa. What's the difference? Mindset. Mindset is everything. You want to be wildly successful in business? It's 85% mindset and 15% strategy. Same thing with my son. He only needs 15% strategy, but he needs the mindset that he can make a basket. He can shoot a basket. He can learn how to make a basket. It's anything in life. So be careful what you say, because you'll get more of. If you think something is hard, you're right. If you think something is easy, you're right. If you think something is boring, you're right. If you think something is fun, you're right. Your life is where it is because of the circumstances, because of how you feel. Change it today. Make sure in 2025, you don't bring any of that negative stuff. Ask yourself this: is that serving me or sabotaging me? Take that into 2025 with every single thing. I'll share a funny story with you. So my son was over last night and his girlfriend, and my other son was here. And then Mike was here, right? And we were sitting there. And Mike popped off something, he can be a smart aleck. And I wanted to pop something back, right? And I caught myself because I was going to be a smart and back to him. And I literally, in my head, I'm like, is what I'm getting ready to say going to serve me in 2025 or sabotage? So I didn't say anything. And my son goes, what? You don't got to come back for that? Because, usually I would. I was like, nah, I decide just to have things that come out of my mouth that would only serve me in 2025. And my son's like, well, that's going to be kind of boring, isn't it? And how funny. We look at that like that could be boring. But anyway, I had to become aware, because I'm just not going to say things in 2025 that don't serve me into my highest desires that I have. So be careful, my friend, because it's only difficult because you've allowed it to be. You can literally flip that switch today and change everything, and you can become the next self-made millionaire in South Africa. You're the only thing holding you back, my friend. Make the decision today to shock yourself in 2025. Make that decision today, because you got this. You absolutely got this. Yes, I know. I love her story from South Africa as well. It's so neat. Some of the most amazing stories. Yes. Definitely doesn't hurt to try. Absolutely. Adding wins. Yeah, that's such a great idea. Yes. I love that. Words can build or destroy. Absolutely. Yes. And that's in everything. That's in our home. That's in our business. That's in our self, right? I remember last year when I set a goal, you guys, and it was a terrifying goal. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to achieve it or not. So I flipped my thinking, and I just leaned in and I just said, you know what? I just want to see what I'm capable of in 2024. I don't have any regret. I just want to, at the end of 2024, I'm going to be like, hey, you gave it all you got. And I'm shockingly proud of myself in so many ways. What happened in 2024, I never expected to happen, but I never allowed anything to come in that wouldn't serve me. And now 2025 is raising the bar on a completely different level, which is terrifying to me because I want to learn something new in 2025. The moment you stop growing is the moment you stop growing. And your bank account will stop growing as well. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Nigeria, it's everywhere. And that's one of the things too, why when we launched the Legacy Builder program, we launched 4 programs because I wanted to make sure it could serve everyone. No matter what your goals are, no matter what your budgets are, it could definitely serve everyone. Kenya in the house. Hello, my friend. Hello. At the end, I'll have 6 figures. Yes, I love you. Yes, so good. Yeah. This is my year. Yes, awesome. Don't be afraid what others think of you. This is all for your, yes. Here's the thing, and I love what Andy just said, you guys. You got to think about it. If nobody else is paying your bills, do you. Do what makes your heart happy, what makes your heart smile. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only one paying my bills, right? And I'm not going to have regret on my deathbed. Well, what if, man, I just wish I could have. I am not going to live a life like that. And I just encourage you to do 3 things in 2025, okay? Number 1, ask yourself everything something comes out of your mouth before it does, is this going to serve me or sabotage me in 2025? And I want you to feel alive in 2025. If you're kind of caught in a funk, get out of the funk and feel alive. Like I've been sick. Obviously, you can hear. And I'm like bringing the energy, bringing it. Everybody's like, don't you feel bad? I'm like, I mean, yeah, but it's not going to serve me. Like thinking about feeling bad, I'm just going to push through it. And, and it is. It's like, why? So feel alive. Figure out like what you can do to feel alive. And then the next, strive to thrive in 2025. Just make it a year that you discover what you're capable of. And the next saying, get a freaking mentor. Y'all need a mentor. For some odd reason, we think that we can have success on our own. You can't, and you got to plug into that mentor. If you want me to be your mentor, I'd be honored to work with you. If you don't want me to be your mentor, find a mentor. But it's not somebody who tells you what to do. It's somebody who does it with you. It's somebody that has paved a path. They paved the path for you. They've proven it to work. I will never teach you anything that I have not proven to work. I will never teach you anything that I, in theory, thinks it works. If you're inside my community, you know this so well, right? I only teach you what works really, really well. And when we need to pivot, we pivot. When we need to push, we push, right? That's something that's so important. But getting a mentor has changed my life. But not only getting a mentor, actually plugging into the mentorship has changed my life. And it can for you as well. But the best thing you can do to feel alive and to thrive and to stop sabotaging yourself is get a mentor in 2025. You have to get a mentor. There is not one successful person on this planet that has done it on their own. Not one. If it was so easy to be wildly successful on your own, why do professional football players have a lot of coaches? Right? Because they need it. If you're trying to go for 6 or 7 figures, you don't even know what questions to ask to get you there. That's why you need a mentor. That's why when I launched my business, and many of you don't even know this, when I launched my business in September of 2022, I didn't have a mentor. And I started having success because I will share with you what it was for me. My back was against the wall. And some of you aren't having success because it's your plan B. See, I made digital marketing my plan A. My back was against the wall. It was September of 2022. My son was a senior in college. And 2 years prior to that, he had made a decision to go get a full ride scholarship for college, and he wanted it to be a D1 college, not just a D2. He wanted a D1 college. And I was so proud of him. But I would, as a mom, I would look at my bank account and I was terrified because I didn't have enough money in that bank account to travel all over the United States with him and never miss his races. And I'll tell you what, my friends, there was no way this mom wasn't going to be in those stands. There was no way. There was no way my son that worked hard, so disciplined. You guys, he's 20 years old. And he's never had an ounce of alcohol. He's 20 years old. He's never partied. He's 20 years old. He's never got anything less than an A. He's 20 years old. He's never been in trouble. Like he is like a poster child for the perfect kid. But you know why he was a perfect kid? Because he had goals. He had a drive. He had something to drive for. If you have kids that are in trouble or doing bad things, they don't have any goals. They don't have any vision. They don't have anything to drive for. You got to get your kids involved in something, even if it's freaking video games. You got to get them on focus. And my son was, and I watched it. And I was like, oh, there's no way he is going to look up in those stands and not see his mom there. But I know going to a D2 or D1 college, we would be all over the United States. So when I launched my business in September, I had a drive more than you could imagine. I didn't care how many times I fell on my face. I didn't care how many times people made fun of me or said anything. I cared about my son seeing his mama in those stands. So that is why I made $7,000 my first month, because I drove to completion. I drove to the results. I drove to build an email list. I made $14,000 my second month. I ended up making 6 figures in 6 months, and I was shocked. Never in my wildest dreams. I prayed that I can make $54,000 my first year. Never did I think I could make 6 figures in 6 months. But because I took and I drove, I didn't quit. I had the vision of my son seeing me at every race. Has he seen me at every race? You bet. Do we have an amazing bond? You bet. That's priceless. But he knows I did it because I wouldn't miss it. He's like, Mom, it's no big deal. I'm like, oh, it is. And I know it is to you, son. You know how many parents, or you know how many kids you know how many kids from Spain, kids from Germany that were red shirt that I drove there because no other parent could? You know how many kids said to me, man, I wish my parents could come. I wish my parents would do what yours does so they don't have to miss. I felt that. And I was so proud of myself that I didn't allow stinking thinking. I didn't allow my limiting beliefs to hold me back. So I'm telling you what, you need to make this your year, that you don't allow anything to hold you back. And I don't know, maybe I was just grateful that I had something so big that pushed me to success. I guarantee you do too. But you got to look at that every day. I refuse to not be in those stands. I refused to miss. I refused. I was like, I will be there. I will be there. And that's why I'm successful today, because the blueprint works. I mean, anyway, so back to my story. So I launched my business with that type of drive and ambition. And I started getting customers. And I didn't have any connection with them, right? Because they were buying through automations. So I sent an email and I said, hey, would you guys like to get together for a once a week Zoom? We can just hang out and talk. They said, sure. We started doing that. And then I said, what if we created a community? So in November of 2022, I created a community. I launched a community. And my customers got in the community and they loved it. And so, and this is so funny. I crack up of this. So the end of 2022, I had a goal of putting 1,000 people inside my community. I was like, oh man, if I can grow the community to 1,000 in 2022, I can create many 4, 5, and 6-figure income earners. You guys, we hit 1,000 on May 22nd of 2022, of 2023, sorry. Fast forward now, we have 47, well, almost, what is it? Let me see what the exact number is. It's so wild to me. I have 168 trying to get in right now, by the way. We have 47,843 inside my community. So once those all get in, we will have 48,000 inside my community. So, and the relationships people have built, the bonds people have made, that's when I realized the power of a community and the power of mentoring, right? And now we have 91 six-figure income earners in 2 years' time, and 15 self-made millionaires in South Africa ran money. 91. And I have tens of thousands of people in my community that have a goal of making 1,000 a month. And that's what I love. Because whatever your goal is, that's enough. That's enough. And I love that. So I'm telling you what, yeah, this is my plan A. Yes, yes. And so getting a mentor is the most important thing. So that's why we do live calls. This isn't just you get a blueprint and good luck. You have live mentorship. And that's what I absolutely love because the mentorship is amazing, right? Is absolutely amazing. I know it's so wild how much we've grown, right? Yes. And so the mentorship is amazing. Like we do calls on Mondays. I do live interactive calls on Tuesdays. We have an onboarding call on Fridays. We just do so much to make sure that you are equipped with what you need to be successful. And that's what I'm telling you, no matter what you decide, you got to make sure, just don't buy another course to have another course that you do nothing with. You need to make sure you are part of an engaging community and you're part of mentorship, that people that truly care. That truly care. It's one of the most important things. Guess what? You're going to feel alive and you're going to be able to thrive in 2025 so you can design your life. You guys realize the world is evolving in a way that is super scary if you have a job. I'm just being honest. Like this is just reality. It's not a negative. It's not stinking thinking. It's called reality. The world is evolving. Retail is going bye-bye. Matter of fact, can I prove it right now? Christmas just ended. Put in the comments what percent of your Christmas was done online. Was it 50%? Was it 80%? Was it 60%? Was it 70? Was it 90? Mine was 98%. And I lost count somehow, or it would have been 100%. How much of your shopping was done online? I'm curious. Put the percent, 95%. Oh, you are welcome. I'm glad I inspire you. Yes. So 95%. Who else has a number? 95, 99, 99.9. Yes. Okay. 95%, 95%. Look at this, you guys. This is why Party City, who's been in business for 40 years, is closing all 700 plus stores, which means 16,000 people are going to lose a job. And nobody's hiring in retail right now. I can save those 16,000 people. I can help those 16,000 people make $10,000 in January. But I can't find them by myself. My content only goes to so many people. This is why I've created a community, because we've created a movement. We're on a mission to create 1,000 six-figure income earners and 1,000 self-made millionaires. I want to set families free. I'm helping families change that generational struggle and create generational wealth. There is a better way. But look at all the percent, right? Look at all of the percent of people that shop online, right? And that is the way the world is going. It is. It is definitely the way the world is going. Yeah. Yes. We have a mission to the million. Yes. I love that. That is so good. That is so good. Oh, not this year. We went on a cruise. How fun. But did you buy your cruise locally or did you get your cruise online? See, you shopped online for the cruise, right? See, the reason why this is happening is because Amazon changed the pattern in the way people shop. They just really have, right? So for example, I can run out of white markers, right? And I can go type them in Amazon right now, and in 2 days they're at my door. That's convenience on a different level. That's why Amazon does over 580 billion a year. The convenience. So if you are not launching a business and providing convenience for your customer, you're going to struggle. You are absolutely going to struggle. Yes, through online. Yep, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yay, I work in healthcare. Yes, that's awesome. Hey, thanks for following me, Mommy J. I love that. Yeah, we do have a mission to impact millions, you know. And somebody said something about they did zero because of small businesses. I would be terrified if I was a small business right now, like a mom and pop shop. Okay, here's what I would do. If I owned a mom and pop shop, a small business, I would do two things. I would literally get online, and I would literally get online, and I would get, okay, you ready for this? I would get online and I would be marketing local. And I would literally, I would add delivery. So let's say I had let's say I own like, those really cool like tea stores that you can go in and you can get your teas, and not that you drink it, you take them home and you can get all these, cool little utensils and things like that. I would create a website, and I would allow all my local customers to be able to shop online, and I would do delivery. I would figure it out. Because right now, that small mom and pop shop is paying somebody to lean on a counter waiting for a customer to come in. Instead of paying that person to lean on a counter waiting for the customer to person, you can pay the exact same amount of money. But if you have a local business, you can deliver it to their door. You know what would happen to that mom and pop shop? They would explode. They would explode. People are just afraid to deliver convenience because that's not what they're used to. Then that's why they go out of business. The only reason why a mom and pop shop will go out of business because they're not innovative. That's the only reason. So I own a hair salon. Okay, I just bought it. It's not even been a year yet because my daughter is a hairstylist. And I was sick and tired of watching her make a small percent, but I couldn't help her until I started making money in the digital marketing space. I bought a hair salon and she runs it, and I know how to market now. And here's what we do. Well, first of all, people can't get their hair cut online. But what I've done to build that camaraderie and that community feel is we do open houses about an open event, like a ladies' day out and things like that. And we do it, let me tell you this, and this is how I help local businesses. So we do it like every 6 to 7 weeks, we have an open house. And we invite local vendors. Like the last one we did, they did permanent jewelry. See, I have a permanent jewelry thing. She was able to come and charge for this, and she did ear piercing. And we had a massage therapist come. We had many come in, right? So people get to come in and they get to use these services. And so, I provided the food, I provided the drinks. And so we try to create this community feel. And so, because I understand the power of community, because see, that's what Amazon can't bring to you. They can bring you all the convenience, but they can't bring you the community. So if you have a small brick and mortar business, you need to bring community. Yeah. And so that's what we do. So we help in the community. And so it's really cool. What my daughter does is there is like a local Facebook for moms, and she posts in there. Hey, I'm looking for local businesses that would like to come to, I don't know, they have different themes. We're creating on the 10th of January all the themes for the entire year for our salon. So that's what we have to do. We have to pull in that community feel, right? So there's so many things that, but if a brick and mortar business isn't willing to do this, they will be gone. They will be gone this year. They can actually triple their income if they do these two things I just shared with you. They can. So they can. So yeah. So don't just, one person or 10 people shopping at a local business is not going to keep them in business. It is them being innovative. So it would be you going in and sharing some of these tips with a local business or hooking them up with me, and I can help them. I can literally, they give me 1 hour and I can give them this complete strategy. I can even hook them up with a tech person that can literally implement that website form and literally triple their business in 90 days. You gotta go. You gotta go online, man. This is where it is. So, and the smaller mom and pop shop, and I'm not in the business much longer due to the 20. Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing, right? The fact that, people want to be paid more money. So it's so hard for these mom and pop shops to pay people more money. And yeah, it is. It's scary. It is absolutely scary. Yeah. It is absolutely scary. Thank goodness for the DGC community. It makes the world of a difference. Oh my gosh, it does, doesn't it, my friend? It absolutely does. Okay. Yeah, so there you guys go. Yeah. Oh, well, the other day, my son and his girlfriend, they ordered some food. I don't know what it was. And I'm like, Panda Express. I think is that what it's called? I don't know. And somebody rang the doorbell and I'm like, who is that? They go, oh, we ordered Panda Express. I'm like, they deliver? They go, Mom, every place delivers now. I'm like, that was smart. Right? That's smart. So it's not every business can survive if they do it right. You just got to do it right. So, yeah. I got my 20 free ads done. I'm on a mission. I love that. I love that. So real quick, let me recap, then I'm going to get off of here because I do have a call with just my customers. And so if you're loving this information and if you're ready to dive in of how you can launch and grow your own online business and make 100% profit, I'm doing a personal call with you coming up in an hour and a half. Hopefully my Theraflu gets here in time so I can hopefully not sound so congested because I'm so congested right now. Yeah, it's about day I'm time. What? It's about day I'm time. What do you mean by that, my friend? What do you mean by that? It's no different than anything. If you guys look at Blockbuster, have you guys ever heard the story of Blockbuster? Remember when Blockbuster was thriving? Many of you might be too young for that. But Blockbuster used to be the place you'd go in there and pick out your movie and rent your movie, right? And then Redbox came along. And Blockbuster's like, people will not do that. The Netflix comes along. Where's Blockbuster today? They're out of business because they weren't willing to be innovative. Blockbuster had already built a brand. Blockbuster could have dominated. Blockbuster would have been 10 times bigger than what Netflix was. But they weren't willing to be innovative. That could be your problem right now. You might not be willing to be innovative. Maybe you're afraid to learn something new because you think you're going to fail. No, you're going to fail because you were afraid to learn something new. You're not going to fail from learning something new. That just fuels your success, my friend. That's why people fail in business. They're not willing to be innovative. They're not willing to pivot. They're not willing to plug into what's working. It's the way the world is. Like if Party Plus would have done a huge marketing campaign for online and had the balloons delivered to people's doors and all the party packs and stuff, they would be in business today. But we've been in business for 40 years and we've never done business that way. Well, because you've been in business for 40 years and never done business that way, that's why you're out of business today, because we do not do business the same as we did even 10 years ago. Definitely not 20 years ago, and definitely not 30 or 40 years ago. If you guys want to have a thriving business, this is it. Because this is the way the world is going. People can launch and grow a thriving business. Pre-built and ready to go. And you know what I love? No monthly expenses. I grew my business to 6 figures with no monthly expenses. And I turned my email list into multiple income streams. And this is it. If you have 10 people a day put their email in, that can turn into $10,000 months. You just got to have a proven blueprint to follow, and you got to have a mentor that keeps you on track. That's it. That's it. Yeah. That is it. That is it. The entire, yes. Well, 68% of the world is either on the internet, and then 5 billion of them is on social media. If you do digital, those can literally be your potential customer base. I love that. So take a screenshot, my friends. and go visit dailypaybusiness.com. Check it out. If you're interested, great. I would absolutely love to work with you. If you're not interested, hey, at least you got the 10K and 30-day PDF. Just implement it. You got this, okay? Hey guys, thanks for following me. You have an awesome day. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And tomorrow I want to talk to you about this gap right here, right? I'm gonna cover this gap. And what I mean by this gap is, okay, what do you post on social media to get them to go here? What kind of ads do you post to get them to go here? We're going to cover that tomorrow, because the moment you craft your message and build that $1 million brand, all your goals and dreams will come true. So yes, thank you, my friend. Yes, as soon as my therapy gets here, I hopefully will not feel like my head's going to blow up. But hey, I love being here with you guys. You guys are awesome. Have an awesome day. YouTube, you've been fantastic. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And TikTok, as